on to our next story. This is from The Hill. Obama warns of challenge in tracking lone wolf terrorists. They're still going with this narrative that these two boys were lone wolves, that there was no connection to the government whatsoever, even though we've got government connections up the wazoo, CIA and FBI. But hey, we're just conspiracy theorists looking at the news and watching the FBI, who's done this countless times before. This is from Obama. One of the dangers we now face are self-radicalized individuals who are already here in the U.S. and on welfare, and in some cases may not be part of any network, Obama said in a White House press conference on Tuesday. Those, in some ways, are more difficult to prevent. Republicans led by Lindsey Graham have been crowing about the U.S. intelligence failure, saying incidents like the Benghazi incident and the Boston Marathon show that little progress has been made with 9/11. And basically, Obama and Lindsey Graham said this: if Benghazi is not an example of system failure before, during, and after the attack, what would be? If Boston's not an example of a pre-9/11 stovepiping mentality, what would be? And Obama said the FBI and Department of Homeland Security thoroughly investigated tips from Russian officials on one of the Boston bombing suspects, but there are limits to how far agencies can go based on such limited intelligence. Right, you know, after the Patriot Act, I mean, what else is there unless we all walk around naked with brain chips stuck in us so the government officials can read our thoughts? Which brings us to our next bulletin from Leanne McAdoo, and this is about the future of crime prevention, according to our public servants / officials, is going to be where they're melding brains with computers. And she's got this report on the future.
I'm Leanne McAdoo, and this is an InfoWars News Bulletin. Here at InfoWars, our motto is "There's a war on for your mind." Well, that statement becomes more literal by the day as the human brain becomes the battleground of the future. The New York Times recently ran a story about brain-computer interfaces inching closer to the mainstream. With a simple wink of an eye, you can take a picture using your Google Glass. A mere thought about a human emotion allows you to sift through Flickr photo albums. You can chase zombies or play Tetris on your iPhone, all by using your mind as the joystick. And for now, attaching some sort of cybernetic device to your head to scan your brainwaves. In the right hands, BIC technology could greatly enhance the quality of life for those who have lost limbs or suffer from paralysis. Brain-related diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's could become obsolete with breakthroughs in brain-computer interface technology. But the altruistic potentiality of BICs is overshadowed by DARPA's involvement with the Mind Mapping Project, hinting at the brain's place in the future of warfare. TechCrunch reported last year that scientists were able to extract personal secrets using brainwave reading devices. Will DARPA figure out how to hack the brain on a larger scale? How easy would it be to take down Assad or other dictators if we could just install some malware? Thanks to the cultural permanence of iPhones, computers, and now Google Glass, it'll be easier than ever to penetrate the human mind, which has no firewall. The youngest generation and their perpetual connectedness are the most susceptible to the shadow government. Visit the InfoWars store and pick up a copy of Cats in Black for a fun way to teach your kids about surveillance. I'm Leanne McAdoo, and this has been an InfoWars News Bulletin.
There you go, the brain interface, and it's coming soon. Soon they're going to be flying drones with their brains. They're going to be controlling land drones with their brains. I mean, the future is here, is now, and unfortunately it's only going to be used for these insane purposes of killing people and destroying things.
Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.